We're ready to roll here. The last of our teams here to visit with on Muskogee Phoenix Media Day, the Porum Panthers. And Coach Gertie, welcome. And can you kind of start us off here and assess this team at this point after spring and summer and fall being a few weeks away?
Yes. First of all, I'd like to thank the Phoenix for doing this because this is great for our kids that they get some exposure, and we don't get enough. So I thank you for having us up here. The season right now, we've been working pretty hard in off season, but we've got a lot of kids that are out of town working and those kind of things. So getting everybody together has been tough, but we're looking forward to a good season. Hopefully better than last season. Just being able to get things kind of back to normal, I think, is going to help a lot, and not have to deal with all the COVID issues, hopefully, and be able to practice and have everybody there every day. That's going to make a big difference, I hope. So,
what's been the best thing about feeling normal again? In terms of whatever regiment you guys have, and I know, with some of the smaller schools, a lot of these guys work and do things and all, but in terms of what Porum does as far as its off-season program, what was the thing that you missed the most getting back to this summer?
just being able to schedule something and have faith that we'd be able to do it was great. You know, we could put a time up for a workout and assume that, everybody that possibly could be there. We didn't have to worry about cancellations and who might be in quarantine and all those kind of things. So, it was nice just to kind of a normal summer, get the boys in and get them to working out and being able to not worry about a lot of things except focus on the workouts. So that was great.
Okay. Kobe, from on that same thing with the COVID and the, getting back to normal, what's it been like for you to, what was it like going through that and then just getting back to normal? Talk about those feelings.
It was pretty crazy at first. Like last year, we'd have to walk in the weight room and get our temperatures taken. They would always have to, it was pretty crazy. This year, it's been pretty much laid back. You don't have to worry about that as much. And I've liked getting back into it. It's been fun.
What have you been able to, I'm sure probably catch up on in terms of things you've been able to do to prepare yourself this year as opposed to last year? Where have you made the most progress?
Getting faster. Last year I wasn't as fast as I like to be, and this year we've been doing a lot more running. Getting faster is definitely going to help us.
Anything in particular you've been doing for that?
Every night we run. We do parachutes and lots of leg workouts.
Okay. You've got, what about, and I've asked this as kind of a, kind of side fun question, but, in terms of, what athletes do to, regiment off the field, diet-wise and all, to either bulk up or to get faster, get into shape better, do you have a secret, little recipe of something that you put together and eat or take part of to be able to be either, your goal there is to be faster, so, condition-wise and all, is there something that you partake of a little bit more than other things to get that edge?
Not really. I just do whatever Coach tells me to do.
Well, that's a very coachable kid, right there, Coach Gertie?
Great, yeah.
Yeah. What, Kobe and I shift over to Seth. Are y'all related?
No, sir. He moved in a couple years ago, and we just stuck like glue.
Yeah, there's plenty of Browns in this world to be a little bit diverse, huh? Okay. What are your expectations? And I know, you had a kind of a struggle, last year. There have been some, some ups, but also a lot of downs there in terms of, football seasons of recent years. What has Porum got this year that gives you hope as you look around and see your teammates, look at yourself, kind of analyze things?
A lot of heart and a lot of drive. We've been working really hard. They have, for sure. This kid right here beside us, Seth Brown, he's been working his butt off, just on and off the field. He just all summer long he's been taking care of business.
Seth, what from your past seasons, have you learned that this year made you better? And I'm talking about basically a mental game of things you've seen and all that you process, and you think, okay, whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, something that you've locked on to and said, this is what has to motivate me to be better.
Well, a lot of people, they have a lot of false drive. A lot of people may go for the glory, or they may be playing for personal gain. I try to not look at it like that. My goal in playing football is to really try to make some bonds that are going to last a long time, and through that, looking at it, mental game. The only way I make it through football in the mental game is Christ alone. That's about it. It's because I myself. I try so hard for example, I care a lot about what people think, and doing that, if you mess up, you're gonna get in your head a lot, and that's your worst enemy in football, your head, and only through Christ alone are you able to conquer that.
Okay, good. Where have you been as quarterback? What have you done this summer that what have you focused on most in terms of your development, and where have you seen the most improvement?
That is a pretty good question. I myself this year have really been focusing on leg workouts a lot more, because as a quarterback, that's your base, and if you don't have a strong base, everything will crumble. Having a strong arm is not everything at all.
Yeah.
And working on mechanics and the fundamentals, and just working on the small things will get you a lot further than just hitting, for example, chest and arms every day. The leg workouts and practicing throwing on the run and stuff like that has really upped my quarterback game this year.
Who's your biggest cheerleader in the stands on Friday night, Seth?
I would definitely say my parents.
Who's the loudest?
My mom.
Okay.
She's usually yelling at the refs.
Colby, what about you?
Probably Seth's mom.
Definitely mom, and the loudest too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Coach, even as a coach, who's your biggest cheerleader?
Well, people don't really believe me, but I tune out the stands, and usually I don't know who was at the game until after the game. Maybe I see them after the game, but I try to tune the stands out completely and focus on the field. And over the years, I've gotten pretty good at it, because a lot of people will say, well, I seen this and that, and I said, well, I didn't know you were there, so I really try to tune the stands out. And, I like the noise and all that for the kids, because I think it motivates them to play hard. But for myself, I try to tune it out. I try to keep my total focus on what's happening right there on the field,
As you look ahead to the schedule and the district, what do you see? Kind of evaluate that.
Our district was super tough last year, and I don't see it changing much this year. We got Dewar in there, state champions, right off. That's our first district game. We've got Walika, they're always tough. And Wetumpka is definitely a very good team and an up-and-coming team. I think they're one that we'll have to start watching really close this year and next year, because they're really improving. And then Quentin's going to be tough. You know, they've got a young quarterback that I think is really good. So they're a contender. You know, Weber's Falls is up and coming. They've got their numbers up. They've got some really good kids that play hard. You know, there's just not anybody in there that you can take for granted at all. And if you don't show up and play every week, you're going to get thumped. And so our district is, I would say, one of the tougher districts in the state even, you know, just looking at the teams we play and their success rates. So we're looking forward to a tough season, but we're excited that we're going to be able to play and get out there and do our very best. And we think hopefully we can sneak up on some of them and maybe get a few wins in there.
Colby, you play both ways. You say the defense is ahead of the offense at this point, or the offense ahead of the defense?
I'd like to say our offense is ahead of our defense. We're pretty. I think we'll be pretty good in both, but our offense has always just been. We could score on people at times and then not be able to stop them at times. I don't know if that's because our defense is just weaker or their offense is just stronger, but I think our offense is definitely stronger than our defense.
Yeah. Seth, what's your assessment there?
I'm not really sure. They both of them are both our offense and defense are pretty balanced when looking at them side by side.
Okay.
This year, I'm thinking our offense will have the foot ahead on our defense, and in comparison, especially with the work that we've been working on, we put a lot of work into our offense this off season, and that's through the weight room and team bonding. And offense will fall apart if you are not bonded.
You talked earlier about a spiritual groundedness and all. In the huddle, what kind of leader are you, or on the sideline? Are you kind of a loud guy, or are you more sort of a quiet confidence? How do you convey leadership in terms of your personality and your style?
Well, I'm definitely not the loud one. I would leave that to Colby. He's definitely the loud leader on the team. I myself, I don't know, I'm in the leadership part probably a bit quieter when it comes down to it, but when it comes to the tough stuff, the nail biting, I definitely try to take the leadership on the team and really motivate our team and lead them to a victory.
Good deal. Coach, any final remarks?
Just to say that we're excited. We're looking forward to the season. You know, we're so thankful that it's time to play and that we're going to get to play hopefully and not have hopefully any of those interruptions like we had last year. That we can have games where everybody's there and we know they're going to be there. And just excited for the opportunity to get out there and play again. Now we want to see those Friday night lights and smell that cut grass and just back to normal. That's the main thing.
I think the entire state would be right there 100% behind you. Hopefully it will be a good fluid year this year. Guys, appreciate it. Good luck to the Porum Panthers in 2021.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you.